Hello, I'm Teresa Cunningham. I've been a member at Asbury since 2008 when we first moved to Florida. This church is home for me, and I've grown a lot here. So over the time, I'm co-chair of the Altar Guild. I also lead a circle and a small group and a Sunday school class, and I love every minute of it. Well, today I'd like to share a little bit about what I've learned in my lifetime about giving. In high school and early college, when we would go on vacation and trips and things, my mother would always pick up the tab because I had no money, or I had barely enough money to survive on. And then the first trip that we took after I had graduated and had a job, and I was able to buy for her and to pay for her lunch or to pay her part of the hotel bill, it made me feel good that I could say, "Thank you, Mom. I appreciate what you've done." And it was a joy and like a rite of passage for me to be able to do that. I was on a trip with my daughter because now I'm the mom, she's the daughter, and she's been going through college and had barely enough money to live on. And if we took any trips and wanted them to go with us, she and her husband, we paid their way. Well, we had gone to the grocery store on this one trip, and just as we get up to the counter, I take out my credit card to pay, and Tiffany steps in front of me and says, "I got this, Mom." I said, "You've done for me all my life. Now I get to do for you." And the immediate thought that popped into my head is, this is how God feels when I give back to Him. When I take my tithe down or any offering, God knows I love Him, and God knows that I appreciate Him. So it gave me a whole new outlook on giving. Yes, the Bible tells you to tithe. You'll hear a lot about tithing. You'll hear that, and I've even used the phrase myself, you can't outgive God. But I just love the feeling of being able to present God with something that lets Him know how much I love Him. So my charge to each of you is, don't give because the Bible tells you to do it, although that's a good reason. Don't give because you feel that you owe that. When you give out of your love. When you give from a full and loving heart, just like you give to your children, you give to them out of love. You don't consider the cost. You give out of love. So when you give to God, give out of your love, because the Lord told us the first commandment is love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your might, and with all your mind. And if you give out of love, God will be pleased.